The advantage of taking over air bases is that you can do this. So we've got this new air wing. And we're going to put them under... Which one is my... the first Luftflotte. So like I stated before, like my hotkey 2 is second Luftflotte, which is all my transports. My third hotkey is my interceptors. Fourth hotkey is my bombers. Yada yada. And again, we should use that, right? Try and get them. Just bomb anything that looks dangerous. Don't bomb stuff, and don't intercept things that look like they're retreating and all that stuff. So fifth bomber. I mean, these are already done. This guy is going to take a bit to get. Let's put a little ground strike on him. And a good way to go back and forth. So say you've hit your fourth hotkey for bombers, and you've picked your plane, and you've selected where you want him to go. And usually you can't just go back. You can't hit 4 again. But what you do is hit 3 and then 4, and you can pick your bombers again. So these guys are still attacking cities we've taken, which is my own fault. These guys are all moving back into territory that we have taken, but are not controlling very well. So I'll take one of these semis here, one of these semis here. They really should be occupied by infantry, and we'll take the rest of this infantry, besides these 2, and we will move them up, right up here. As this line increases, you can see the depth that it has, or the width, and that means you need infantry, you need lots of soldiers to maintain that. Looking even here, if I had an infantry division to hold this, I would actually move forward. If I could control this Romanian division, I would move him forward, but how about these guys? This can move forward. Just engage him. We got a nice couple divisions here that can actually attack them, just to keep them busy. This guy's keeping his place. These guys are all moving forward. This guy is moving to nowhere. That's actually an IC point. So we've taken this and we're going to keep him there. That's 2 points right there. Oumajgad. And the rest of them are moving up. Now what we want to do is keep a train going, right? So we want to keep one guy here and the rest will move up. But there's not enough guys to actually take that whole the whole way there. So what we will do is even take a corps and move them up. Which isn't the best thing, but what we're doing over here should help. Actually, I can take these guys all in the ship and move them over. So move order passively. We're going to take a couple of guys just to support these guys, just to help them out with their IC points. Because the only thing else to do is take this one and then take this one. So Tbilisi, and Batumi. This one isn't so important. Once we have a lot of this, we can deal with that. And if you want to take a look at the Soviet surrender progress, it's very, very small. I mean, they have a huge country. How do you look at it better? Yeah, diplomacy. 8.8% of their important cities. And a huge national unity, so they're nowhere near it. But when you start hitting these, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 5 points for Smolensk, 2 points for that, 2, and then you start hitting Moscow over here. Moscow has 20. Yorsky. It does take a lot of cities. Archangel is 5, so that's why we need to get those ships up there. But while we're waiting for those subs to come and reestablish with these guys here, we're going to move those 5 on the ship, which are moving some divisions over, just to help out. Look back down at the North Africa area. There's still a supply, but we've just reestablished our planes. But we do have 2 heavies, and they will be able to supply them. Supply, and someone should supply that from Marseille, and we'll take one from Berlin. He should be doing it already, but supply here. It's not Marseille. Yeah, it is Marseille. Air supply, Marseille. And one plane needs to do the other work, which it's not doing. So one of these planes needs to rebase at Marseille, and from Marseille they'll supply this one here, which is Benghazi. Okay, so he's here, Schmaltz, and you're going to supply Benghazi. And that should work itself out, right? It's going to take a bit, but... Pause it for a second here. These guys are all moving up. This guy's only here to stop from this guy from being cut off. But even then, if this guy gets cut off, it's still fine, in a way, because we can supply him with heavy transports. What this guy's doing right now is almost the wrong thing to do. I should almost use him to move up north, which I may. This is an IC, or sorry, VP. No. Okay, we'll just move up then. Very good. The top, we're not doing shit. Like, that was my worst. If you guys ever do this, rethink the north. That was terrible planning on my part. This area here. So you see these tank divisions coming back, and there's one of our panzers out of supply. I will take... Look at all these supplies we got. We got lots to do, and a lot of supply transports to help them out. So these guys were out of supply, but I will supply them just because, and we're going to take him. They're both engaged. Move him here. This is all stuff that through time will be resolved. I've planned for this before in last episodes, but you're going to see them take some provinces. That's kind of the game. You guys are moving up. You guys are all engaging. This is a bad point for us. We really don't want to go too far. Although we do, I should have more of a striking force here. And these 2 panzers might be some of it. They can actually help here. This guy's out of supply. Let's just cancel his orders. You 2. We'll go back to our bombers. Bomb them. Bomb you. And while doing that, I see that they're going to move in here. So I'll take just 1 infantry. This panzer is moving up. These 3 are not doing shit. They need to move up here. You 2 panzers are doing nothing, but you're also faced with panzers, so what we can do is... he's moving in there. Just there. We need more infantry. You guys are doing nothing. Okay, so 2 infantry. Support attack. SS support. This, I want to leave that there. I don't really want to engage them. What I want to do is surround this with infantry and let them sit there and use my panzers elsewhere to be more effective. Which I can't really do right now. What do we got down here for infantry? These 2. And this cavalry brigade. Come up here. You guys are all moving. I wouldn't mind taking 3 of you up here. Now we have to watch this because this area here is pretty open. Should be okay. Guys are moving up, 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 up. Okay, what we can do here, all three of you go in this area. All of you guys are attacking. You guys are moving into Alexandria. Bombers should help here. Ground attack. Watch our planes here. Who's really getting beat up? We'll just cancel all this stuff. Cancel them. You're not bad, but I could use you somewhere else. Need to start rebasing these guys further into the Soviet lands, so anything open, major cities, look for them. Rebase. You're over in the west. I don't see much action from the west here. Moving up, but I think we're going to end the episode here. Episode 54, I got to watch all of my stuff up here. We're going to deal with that. But first video in 1080p 60 FPS. I did one on the other video there. It was my first one, but it does work. So this one will be in the same thing. And I also figured out that I was displaying or recording everything in 900 by 1600 until now. Just got a new screen about 2 weeks ago, and I just finally figured out how to change it. I don't know why it was doing it, but you will have better quality and better response times. You guys can see a lot more of what I see on this 60 or 144 hertz monitor. You'll be able to watch and see all that stuff, which is great. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button if you liked the video. We'll see you in the next episode. Thanks a lot.